The French Revolution gave the world a new vocabulary: liberty, equality, and fraternity. But a question lingers: where were the women? Did women fight for these ideals? Did they benefit from the revolution? Or were they left behind? In this segment, we'll uncover the often overlooked but powerful story of the women who marched, spoke, resisted, and reimagined their role in revolutionary France. Before the revolution, most women in France had no access to education, no role in political life, and no legal rights as individuals. They worked as seamstresses, fruit sellers, flower vendors, laundresses, and domestic help. Their wages were often half of what men earned for the same work. Upper-class girls could study in convents, but even their futures were decided through arranged marriages. Marriage, motherhood, and obedience were seen as their primary duties. Despite these constraints, when the revolution erupted, women were among the first to step forward in protests, in debates, and in demands for justice. On 5th October 1789, thousands of women marched from Paris to Versailles, demanding bread and justice. They forced the king to return to Paris with them, symbolically transferring power from the palace to the people. Throughout the revolution, women formed nearly 60 political clubs across France. The most prominent was the Society of Revolutionary and Republican Women. These women demanded the right to vote, the right to hold office, equal pay, access to education. They declared, if liberty and equality are for all, then women must be included. One of the most fearless voices of the time was Olympe de Gouges, who openly criticized the government for denying women's rights. In 1791, Olympe de Gouges wrote a bold and brilliant document, the Declaration of the Rights of Women and the Female Citizen. She demanded that women be treated as equals in law, that women have equal access to public employment, that both female and male citizens participate in making laws. Her central idea was simple but revolutionary: woman is born free and remains equal to man in rights. She addressed the document to the Queen and to the National Assembly. But the revolution, radical though it was, had limits. Olympe was arrested and executed in 1793 during the Reign of Terror. Despite their bravery, women's demands were seen as dangerous by the revolutionary leaders. During Robespierre's rule, women's clubs were banned, and political activity by women was outlawed. Public life returned to being male-dominated. Even revolutionary men like Chomet argued that women's role was at home, not in politics. Many women were imprisoned, and several were executed. It became clear the revolution had fought for man's rights, not human rights. Still, the courage of these women would echo for generations to come. The fight did not end in 1793. Across the next 2 centuries, women in France and around the world continued their struggle for voting rights, equal pay, and representation. In France, it was not until 1946, over 150 years later, that women finally gained the right to vote. The revolutionary women of 1789 may not have won immediate rights, but they laid the foundation for modern feminist movements. Their voices remind us that revolutions are not just about who takes power, but about who is included in the promise of freedom. Stay with us as we now move to explore another transformative idea of the revolution: the abolition of slavery.